As a life coach, on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, I do discuss with a lot of people. And there is one key thing we always talk about, people are interested in, is the subject of money. People really want to know the nitty gritty of money. A lot of people have spoken a lot of things, many insights, many books have been written about money. Today, I just want to come to you on a topic I've entitled Discussing Why Money Should and Should Not Leave Your Hands. But on that same note, I want you to understand that not everybody is struggling in the world. There are certain people who have found the key to life, to the easiness of life. And when you find the key, you walk majestically to that door, inserting the key, unlock, and then enter that room of your choice. And I also want you to know that it is easy to measure success. Success is literally the distance between one's origin and one's final achievement. Now, what you do from the start and also what we see at the end, in between there, that's when we can understand how successful you are. You can never be successful if you neglect the subject of money. You don't know how to make it, you don't know how to keep it, and you don't know how to grow it. Neither if you know how to make it, but you can't keep it and grow it, there is no way you can be enlisted in the books of successful people. So as we move on, I want you to know that life is a game of emotions. People react according to how they feel or according to how they are made to feel. Whenever you put your hand in your pocket to make a purchase, it is because that commodity you are buying has an attachment to how you feel, or the person advertising for it has tapped into your emotions. It's very important. But as we go forward, it's also good to know that there are two types of emotions. There are emotions that lead you into excitement, and there are emotions that lead you into reasoning. Most of the things we do with our money, it's because of the emotions that lead us into excitement. That is why if you can do a personal assessment of purchase in your home, you have a number of things you purchased and they are not necessary. Some of the times you sit down, ask yourself, really? Did I need to buy this thing? What is this commodity? What is this object? What is this whatsoever helping me in my life? And you find that it is not helping you. That is why you need to know that there are certain things you need to understand when you are releasing money or before you release the money. Now, the emotion that leads you into reasoning literally keeps you streamlined in understanding the value of money. Before I pay for this something, what is it going to help me? Can I do without it? Or I can wait before I get it? Is there any alternative to help me get to where I want to get? Or there is no. So should I make the decision to pay for this? It takes you into reasoning. Whenever a human being sits down to give themselves time to reason before acting, they always act in a proper and accurate manner. But when you do things randomly and abruptly, that is when you find yourself in a state or a mode of regret, a mode of asking yourself, was it really me who did this? So there is no reason to regret about money and life if you can understand why you should and should not pay for that something. As we keep moving on, I also want you to know that there is what we call the psychology of money. It's very important. It's what we call the psychology of money. You need to understand, how is this money communicating to you? And how do you need to communicate to this money? The psychology of money states that once you have it, it dictates, it describes, it also defines your behavior, and it's vice versa. It dictates, defines, and also dictates your behavior. How do you behave? It controls your behavior, and vice versa. When people don't have money, they react differently. They see things differently. they behave differently. When they have the money, it's vice versa. They discuss, they understand things differently. They will speak differently. They will behave differently. That's the psychology of money. And also is, I am to you as you treat me. That is how money will speak to you. It would always tell you, I am to you as you treat me. If you treat money well, it will behave well. If you mishandle money, then you will mismanage your life. I want you to understand this, as the saying goes, that money answers to everything. The last time when I read in the good book, that is the Bible says that money answers to everything. And most of people think that this statement is attaching to the love of money is the root of all evil. It is literally telling you that money is traced in everything, and it can be traced in all facets of life. So money is important. Money is important. So that's the psychology of money. It will dictate, it will control, it will describe you how you do things and your behavior. Now, let me take you through the steps you have to consider when money should leave or should not leave your hands. Number one, always ask yourself this question: have I planned for this expenditure? Why? I call planning as the automatic will alignment of life and its possessions. Those who drive cars, they understand this terminology. If your car is missing in wheel alignment, then your steering will not be flexible enough. Now, if you miss out on planning why you must spend, then your money life, your money circles will miss out on the right way to move and the right way to channel. So always ask yourself, have I planned for this expenditure? That question is too significant. It ministers too deep into your heart. It will automatically align you into making the right decision. And number two, I want you to ask yourself this question: is this money I am releasing solving any problem that is functional in bringing returns to me? The money I'm releasing, be it on your Visa card, be it from your pocket, is it cash? Is it solving a problem? And is that problem functional in bringing returns for you? Now, this is it. One of the reasons why people have a lot of money, but it is not functional, it's because they are always in the picture. You need to get away from the picture and bring the people in the picture. This will help you to eliminate selfishness. Because if you get into selfishness with money, that means you're going to get into spending it recklessly. Spending it in a manner that is not aligned into growing it and multiplying it. So the money I'm releasing, is it going to solve a problem? And when you focus on that problem, is it functional? If that money helps to bring a solution to that problem, is it going to be functional into bringing returns to you? Because there are a lot of people there who want certain things to reach them, certain solutions to reach them. But if you make the decision to tap into your money, it's going to be, it's going to easen up. It's going to be to easen up to drive that solution to them. And it makes their life better. So these are some of the things you need to consider. And number three is, do I have an investor's mentality? Or I have a big spender's mentality? Very wonderful. Most of the people, they don't have an investor's mentality, but they just have the big spender's mentality. Now, the investor's mentality is like forth. The investor always thinks of not enough. They don't have a sentiment of things are enough or the money is enough. So what do? They always put it somewhere for reason of multiplication. They always invest it into something for reason of what? Multiplication. There is a lot to do, so what I have is not enough. You get it? It could be $1 billion, it could be $1 million, it could be 100,000 shillings, but I say it's not enough. I need to go further in life. I need to accomplish very many things in life. So they spot for opportunities where to invest, and that investment will invoke multiplication. So they move from one level to another. They move from one level to another. When you see investors, they always live below, their standard of living is below their earning capacity, is below their net worth. When you see an investor, riding a motorcycle, just know they can afford a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. That's their mentality, because they are focusing on how to multiply. They are focusing on how to grow. But then a big spender's mentality is, I will get more. There's no problem. Let's spend it. I will get more. But they say, I'll get more, but they are literally in the shadows of obscurity, in the shadows of the unknown. They say, I will get more, but have no plan on how to get that more. An investor will say, it is not enough. So it needs to be invested such that it is multiplied. The big spender will say, I will get more. But in saying that, they are saying it under the shadows of obscurity. No plan on getting more. They have no measures on getting more. They just live on gambling and trying and error. And also having a thought that maybe it will come. I will collide with money. I will collide with success. No way. Significant success, you don't just collide with it. Money that changes people's lives is not money that you just land on. No, there are measures through which you need to go through. There are criteria through which you need to go through. And number 4, you need to ask yourself, do I have a perception on human dignity? Okay, how is my perception on human dignity? Ask yourself this question. Do I want to live on the mercy of people because you don't have money, because you don't have what it takes to make things happen, or you want to be the pilot and the architect of your life and destiny? These are key things. When you ask yourself these things, you understand why money should leave or should not leave your hands. Human dignity. It is very good, and it is so wonderful. It's so nice to keep your human dignity intact, to keep it intact. Nobody is going to think that you are a problem to them. There is nobody that is going to point in you and say, he is coming, she is coming, she has called again, I'm tired of this phone call. Don't jeopardize your human dignity simply because you have failed to understand how to manage that money. Don't live at the mercy of other people who have understood how to master money. Remember, I said that money answers to all things, literally saying that money is stressed in all things. Everything you will ever do on this earth, there is a money factor around it. So don't live at the mercy of the people, but be the pilot and be the architect of your life and destiny. And lastly, on why money should leave or should not leave your hands, is ask yourself this question. Do I have a mindset to leave a legacy? What footprints are you leaving behind? What traits of success are you leaving behind? I want you to know that money moves things, and things are addressed because there is no money. Just understand that. However good your brains are, great your ideas are, they need to be financed. It's like everything on this earth needs to be financed to move from that level to another level. So if you want to exhibit a legacy, you want to live a life of a legacy, you want to be emulated, then you'll understand that money is important to help me walk that journey, to leave these footprints and to also live these traits. There are great guys that are spoken about even in history. The John D. Rockefellers, the Bill Gates, a lot of very many people, Oprah Winfrey, and a lot of people. They are leaving a legacy because they understood from the little penny they once got, probably $100, they understood how to take it forward, how to manage it, how to multiply it, and they get where they are. We don't get where we are by accident. There is no overnight success. You see a person who has made it, probably they're in their 40s and 50s, try to cross-check what happened to them when they were 18. What they did from 18 to those years is what has contributed to their success. Remember, I told you that it is easy to measure success. Success is the distance between from your origin and your final achievement. It's very important. The reason why we keep passing on this information, as a coach, I feel for people, and I want to help you succeed in all ramifications of life. The greatest thing you can do for yourself is to grasp this information, absorb it, digest it, take it home, work on it. It may come to you as free knowledge, but if you just listen to it and don't apply it, then it will contaminate your understanding. The greatest danger is to consume knowledge and never apply it. It will work against you. Till next time, I'm Jonathan Light, your life development coach. Go succeed and go become a giant in money.